You know what I've realized is one of the most powerful things that you can do, especially as a woman that is going through, a life transition. Maybe you are relocating, you're going through a divorce, a breakup, or, anything like this, is adopt the let them think whatever they want to theory. Let them judge you. Let them talk about you. Let them misunderstand you. Because the truth is, you can't control how they feel, but you can control who you become in the meantime. No matter what you're going through in this season of life, if you're going through a breakup, a divorce, a relocation, people are going to have their opinions, right? People are going to judge you no matter what you do in life. And people are going to create their own narratives as they see fit. So I came across this mindset going through some different resets in my life. And the most simplest and powerful concept that I can, do is let them. Let them think whatever they want. Let them say whatever they're going to say. Because no matter what you do, you cannot change someone else's perception of you. Now, let me be real with you. The old version of me, this unhealed version of me, she could not have done this because she was wanting everybody's validation. She was very reactive. So she would have reacted to someone saying something that she didn't like, or she would have tried to defend herself in some way or another. Or she would have even tried to prove everyone wrong. And in some ways, I still did, but just in a different way. But during my healing journey, God really placed it in my heart to just be still. Don't prove, don't chase the validation, don't argue. Just heal, grow, and become. That's what I did, and that's how I proved people wrong, because I don't truly believe that people thought I was going to do what I did and become the woman I became. So that was like my chance to prove everyone wrong of how they seen me. That was one of the most powerful things that I could have ever done in my life. Because instead of that reacting piece of me, I was not feeding into that chaos, right? I focused on becoming a better woman. And over time, I didn't have to prove anything. My life did it for me. Here is something else that you need to understand. When you are emotionally reactive, you are not in control of yourself. You are operating from that triggered version of you. And sometimes when you're trying so hard to prove somebody wrong, you actually end up becoming exactly who they said that you would be. And that's the trap. So before I started healing, I was triggered all the time. But now I rarely get triggered. And when I do, I handle it very differently. I pause, I reflect, I ask myself, why did that affect me? And what is this trying to show me? Because here is the truth that took me so many years to understand, that I'm going to hopefully tell you now, and you can get it, especially if you are a young woman watching this channel. Your triggers are not the problem. They are your invitation. They are actually there to show you where you need to heal, what needs a little attention, and what needs to change. And I truly believe this. Every time that you get triggered and you ignore it, you're going to keep on experiencing things like that. Because what these triggers are doing, it's trying to teach you a lesson. And if you're not healing and you're not correcting what those triggers are, then unfortunately, you're not learning the lesson that God has set out for you. But when you sit with it and you journal through it and you end up getting to the root cause of it, that's when you get to break this cycle. And so if you're in a season right now where you're going through a breakup, a divorce, if you're in a family conflict, or just even a major life shift of something, I want you to adapt this mindset. Let them. Let them talk, let them judge, let them misunderstand you, and you focus on becoming that best version of yourself. Because your dream woman, she's not reactive, she's not chaotic, and she's definitely not trying to prove her worth to people. She's calm, she's soft, she's grounded, she's joyful, and she's definitely aligned. But listen, you cannot end up becoming her while you're still holding on to the pain from the past, feeling resentment because of the different situations that has happened in your life, and also holding on to those old wounds. You have to heal, because at the root of everything is your self-worth. And if you don't feel worthy, you're going to keep trying to prove yourself to people who were never really meant to understand you in the first place. But when you heal your self-worth, you stop explaining, you stop chasing, and you stop reacting, and you start becoming. And that's exactly why I created my programs. If you feel like you need some deep healing, like you need to really get to the root of your triggers, your self-worth, and your identity, then check out Saying Yes to Becoming Her program. That one is for you. But if you've already started some of your deep healing and you now just want to step into that next level of you and tweak a little bit of your healing, then my 30-day Becoming Her challenge is designed to help you embody that version of yourself daily. So remember, stop spending your time trying to fix other people's opinions of you. It's exhausting and you'll never get to where you want to be. So put that energy into becoming that woman that you've always dreamed of being, because that return is priceless. It is, your whole entire life is going to change from that. And that is the best rate of return that you can possibly get. So I love you guys so much. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you decide that you're going to let them and say yes to your own healing. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.